Hello. Today I'm going to continue to read from The Green Book. The Green Book by Muammar al-Qaddafi. Part 1, The Solution to the Problem of Democracy. In my new Part 2 is the solution to the economic problem, and Part 3 is the social basis of the third universal theory. And I've been reading the mind-blowing chapter on the party as a dictatorship, and I drew this diagram to illustrate the point he's making. And I'll have you look at the diagram as I continue reading the rest of the chapter. The first part you can read earlier on Instagram and also on my YouTube channel. Alright, just keep looking at this diagram as I read. Thus, the struggle results in the victory of another instrument of government, the fall of one party, and the rise of another. It is in fact a defeat for the people. That is, a defeat for democracy. Furthermore, parties can be bribed and corrupted, either from inside or outside. Also note again that I wrote in my notes that this is a monarchy of one replaced by a monarchy of many. The king is dead, long live the king. Or as my friend of mine once said, the emperor changes clothes. Anyways, I'll continue reading. Originally, the party is formed ostensibly to represent the people. Subsequently, the party leadership becomes representative of the government, of the membership, and the leader represents the party elite. It becomes clear that this partisan game is a deceitful farce based on a false form of democracy. It has a selfish authoritarian character based on maneuvers, intrigues, and political games. This confirms the fact that the party system is a modern instrument of dictatorship. The party system is an outright unconvincing dictatorship, one which the world has not yet unsurpassed. It is in fact the dictatorship of the modern age. The parliament of the winning party is indeed a parliament of the party, for the executive power formed by this government is the power of the party over the people. Party power, which is supposedly for the good of the whole people, is actually the arch-enemy of a fraction of the people, namely the opposition party or parties and their supporters. The opposition is therefore not a popular check on the ruling party, but rather is itself opportunistically seeking to replace the ruling party. According to modern democracy, the legitimate check on the ruling party is the parliament, the majority of whose members are from that ruling party. That is to say, control is in the hands of the ruling party, and the party is in the hands of the controlling party. Thus, the deception, falseness, and invalidity of the political theories dominant in the world today become obvious. From these emerge contemporary conventional democracy. The party represents a segment of the people, but the sovereignty of the people is indivisible. The party allegedly governs on behalf of the people, but in reality the true principle of democracy is based upon the notion that there can be no representation in lieu of the people. And you can read along with me the final paragraph. The party system is the modern equivalent of the tribal or authoritarian system. A society governed by one party is similar to one which is governed by one tribe or one sect. The party, as shown, represents the perception of a certain group of people, or the interests of one group in society, or one belief, or one region. Such a party is a minority compared with the whole people, just as the tribe and the sect are. The minority has narrow common sectarian interests and beliefs, from which a common outlook is formed. Only the blood relationship distinguishes a tribe from a party, and indeed a tribe might also be the basis of the foundation of a party. There's no difference between party struggle and tribal or sectarian struggles for power, just as tribal and sectarian rule is politically unacceptable and inappropriate. Likewise, the rule under a party system. Both follow the same path and lead to the same end, the negative and destructive effects of the tribal or sectarian struggle on society is identical to the negative and destructive effects of the party struggle. That's why I drew this diagram. This big circle is 100% is the country, and the government is made up of parties, or usually in some countries such as the United States, it's basically made up of one party as the majority. In other countries, it's like several parties together. But the several parties represent only a small percentage of the country as a whole. The country is 100%, but the party is like X plus Y plus Z. Like the government is like X plus Y plus Z percent. And the party itself is only X%. It's a small percentage of the will of the people as a whole. That's why it's still a dictatorship. Thank you so much.